Yo, what it do, baby boo? I miss you. Do you think of me too? That's all I got. Hey. Hey.
Yo, what it do? It's fucking Rez After Dark. Yo, what the fuck is up? It's me, Rez. And tonight is Rez After Dark. Nah, but for real though, what up? How's everyone's day? Hope everyone's Thursday's treating them well. Today is Sunday for me because this is the only time I had time to film. So, happy, I guess it'd still be Sunday if you try to, Thursday. Anyways, really excited because I got new microphones. Really cool. Shout out to Pops. Got some new microphones. Really excited because I have two now, so I can interview. I could have another person. But no, for real, thank you, Dad. Awesome. I really broke his wallet today. Sorry, I really wanted stuff and you didn't give me a Christmas present. Today was my Christmas present, so. Yeah, I got headphones, not headphones, I got microphones today. I got a book, and then I got 2 vinyls, which, thanks, Dad, again. Love you, because I really love those things. And one of the vinyls I got is I can't remember if it's Lofi? I think it's Lofi. I'm gonna look that up, actually. Oh, I've been saying it fucking wrong! So it's Loewe. I've been saying it wrong. I'm so sorry, Loewe. I hope you forgive me. I know you don't know who I am, but one day you will. I love your music so much. You're perfect. But no, she is, and I love her every day. Dreamer is probably my favorite song right now. Anyways, I got the whole album, which I was trying to say is her album vinyl came with a game. She made I don't know if she made it, but she put a game in there, and I think that's so fun and so cool. So that was really awesome. And then I got the Princess Mononoke soundtrack album because I love the soundtrack on that movie. And the next Studio Ghibli one I want to get is the Secret Garden, or not the Secret Garden, the Secret World of Arrietty. I love that movie. God, I think that was my first. No, Ponyo, I think, was my first Studio Ghibli movie, and then it was Secret World of Arrietty. Because I remember they put that on Disney a long time ago. Anyways, getting too sidetracked here. Today, I have a topic for you. And what shall it be? So the movie I'm going to talk about tonight is Suckerpunch. If you don't know what this movie is right now, if you want to watch before you see it, but you should go watch it before you listen to this, because I think everyone needs to experience it, personally. It's literally my top fave movie out of, I think, all of them. I say that probably about every movie, but everyone is my top fave, okay? So fuck off. But this one, I need everyone to know about. I feel like not a lot of people talk about this movie enough. And maybe some people do know about this movie and they just gatekeep it, period, but come on. This movie got a lot of mixed, or not a lot of love back then. When I watched this, I was 11 years old because that's when it came out. And it's forever in my soul. I can't wait to talk about it. So, like I said, I recommend watching the movie before you go and listen to this. I mean, it's up to you, though. I really don't care what you do. The world is your oyster. This is all my opinion. Whatever you think, awesome. If you love the movie, awesome. If you didn't love the movie, awesome. Anyways, there is going to be spoilers. Just a heads up. So, don't listen if you don't want to hear spoilers. Go watch the movie. Anyways, Sucker Punch was made in 2011. It's a action fantasy movie. And it's directed by Zack Snyder, which I did not know until pretty recently I want to say within a year I found out that's who directed it. I mean, I've been kind of deep diving into more movies of who made what, especially cinematographers. I've been trying to research that more often and see who people are. So anyways, this was made in 2011, and it's about this girl who is named Baby Doll in the show, and in the movie, she is played by Emily Browning. If you've ever seen her, she's played in a few things. I don't see her. The one movie I remember seeing her most is this, and what's it called? Lemony Snicket's movie. That movie's also really good. Check that out. May talk about that or something. But I actually haven't seen that in so long. I need to rewatch it. This movie, though, I've seen it a gazillion times. And I love talking about it. And I love mentioning it to a lot of people. It's about her baby doll. She kind of goes through some traumatic events. Her mother, or her father passes away, but they don't really show that. So her mom remarries to this abusive person, who then, I think, killed her mom. I honestly don't remember if her mom was killed by her dad or if she just died. I honestly don't remember that. Sometimes the intro kind of just blinds by me. After that, her mom actually gave everything to her doll. Oh wait, I didn't say. Baby doll has a sister in this, so it's her and her sister, and then her mom passes away, and now it's just her stepdad and her sister. And so her mom, when she passes away, in her will, she left everything to her sisters, or to her daughters, only to her daughters, not even her husband. So homeboy is pissed about that because he's a bastard. So he is trying to get rid of his stepdaughters. So first thing he's doing is gonna do something to the daughter. I think he was gonna kill her, which wouldn't surprise me because I'm pretty sure he killed his wife. Kills his sister, and then baby doll is trying to save her sister, and with that happening, she does accidentally kill her sister, which is not super awesome swag, not fun or fresh. So that's really sad. And so with that happening, accidentally, it's tragic. She's suffering now even more. Her stepdad then takes her to an asylum, a psych ward, which ends up being actually like a brothel situation. That is the head person is by, oh, I forgot to write these other people's names down. God damn it. Okay, sorry. Okay, apologies. I didn't write notes. I got too excited. Okay, listen, sometimes just notes just don't work for me. I need to just spill out of my brain. Anyways, the asylum she goes to, the head guy is named Blue, which is played by the actor Oscar Isaac. I love you. You're amazing at what you do, and you're hot. Just so you know. Love him. Anyways, it's played by him, and he's the head guy, and he basically invites these men to buy the women to dance for them. Like I said, it's a brothel, so not really cool or fresh, but it's also an asylum. And there's also another lady, a doctor, that is to help these girls, and I forgot her name too, is psychiatrist Vera Gorskis, and she is played by is by Carla Gugino? Gugino? I could be saying that wrong. I'm not gonna go into deep and looking it up right now. She played the mom in Spy Kids, and she's played in a lot. And she also played in this movie I just recently watched called Sin City, which probably we'll talk about that soon. Anyways, she's the doctor, and she helps the girls, going through their thing. She's a psychiatrist, And so with that, she teaches them to dance, and baby doll is trying to escape this asylum, obviously, because she doesn't belong there. She's fine. She's just traumatized with everything, and also accidentally killed her sister trying to protect her. So she is going to dance, and that's how she learns to escape reality and how she learns to be free. She goes through a lot of things, and she has to get these items to escape. So that's what this movie's about. So she dances for people, and she enters an alternate reality, which is really cool, and I can't wait. We're gonna get into it. So I wanted to just give the rundown of what that is. This is what this movie's about. So if you wanted to just hear this and then go check out the movie and come back, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the rundown little plot of it. So now let's get into Google deep dive of it all, because I love this movie. So like I said, the first start off, she loses her family pretty much through tragic events and accidental situation. So she's in this asylum and held by Blue, and when she discovers what kind of asylum this is, she's kind of and the costume design of this movie is just very cutesy, and it is slutty. It's kind of slutty, but I love it, and especially the makeup for Baby Doll's character. Ugh! It's perfect for her. And Emily Browning just has that doll face, and it's just perfect. She played, this character is her. I just don't see anyone else playing as her. There's Rocket, there's Peach. Look. There's a lot of there's the cast on here is actually a lot. There's like a lot of actresses in here that we're all pretty familiar with, I feel like, unless you don't really watch a lot of movies. So there's Rocket, Sweet Pea, Blondie, and Amber is who she meets and becomes friends with in this asylum. And Rocket and Sweet Pea are sisters, and they've gone through a lot together. I mean, all these women have. They don't go into super deep lore besides Rocket and Sweet Pea. And Blondie, oh, I'm going to tell you. So Rocket is played by Jenna Malone. So if you've ever, she's been in a lot of movies too, but I feel like I really know her from her iconic role of, I don't remember her name, but she was in Hunger Games. She was the one that, she helps them. She's the one that strips in front of PETA. I can't remember her name at the top of my head. She's also in Little Women, I believe. She's played in a lot. She's a very amazing actress, and she's just been in a lot of movies. Oh, rude. I so toot. And Abby Cornish, I actually don't think I've ever seen her in other movies. Maybe I just don't remember. She plays Sweet Pea. And then there's Blondie, which is played by Vanessa Hudgens, which is funny to me that her name is Blondie when she's not even blonde. But I remember when I was a kid and like loving High School Musical, seeing her, I was like, oh my god, it's Gabriella! Holy shit! Oh my god, I know her! Anyways, and then Jamie Chung, which I've seen her in a few movies. I can't name them at the top of my head, but I have seen her. She plays Amber. So those are the friends that are playing this movie. And so she gets to them. They all show Baby Doll around, give them the little lore and stuff like that. Sweet Pea isn't really a fan of Baby Doll so far. She just she's been there. I think her and Rocket have been there the longest, and Sweet Pea is just like an older protective sister of Rocket. And Rocket is very sweet, very kind, and just wants to be friends and everything like that. And so Baby Doll's having a hard time adjusting there because it's just such a different lifestyle, and it's a brothel and all these things. And then one day, one of the days they have a dance class. I think it's when Baby Doll is first introduced to dance class with the doctor, Dr. Gorski. They all are dancing, and Dr. Gorski is trying to show her what you're supposed to do, how you find the flow. And so once she starts to find the flow, and especially, let me pause real quick. The fucking soundtrack to this entire album or movie is phenomenal. I love this entire soundtrack. I want to get this also in vinyl soon because it's the best. Bjork is on here. If you love Bjork, you should listen to this album. It's perfect. And Emily Browning sings in a few of the songs too, and she's really good at it. She's really good. I think I quote that a little too much, but anyways, so when she's finding her flow of the song, she gets transferred into this alternate world, and she's in a cute little badass outfit, and she is in this courtyard, like a Japanese courtyard of some sort. It might have been like Chinese, but it was a Japanese. I want to say it was Japanese. The style of it, I think it was a Japanese courtyard. So the Japanese courtyard, she, was like, where the fuck am I at? And she goes into this building full of candlelit everything, and then there's this old guy sitting in the middle of the shrine area, and he's like, welcome, type shit. Well, oh, hey you're awake, type shit. And is like, she's like, where am I? He's like, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember what he says. I can't quote this, but she's just like, where am I and how do I get out of here? He's like, you'll need these. And he gives her a gun and a sword, and they're badass. And the gun has charms on it, and if I ever get a gun, that's the gun I want. And I low-key want to get a tattoo of that because the charms on it are just perfect. And it reminds me of Dead by Daylight a little bit because they add charms on their character, and I love charms. Charms are cool. Charms are cute. Anyways, so he gives her that, and he's like, you need to find these things. Yeah, okay, here it is. You need to find a map, you need to find fire, you need to find a knife, and then a key. Those are the 4 things that you need to get, and then you're free. And they just talk for a second, and then these 3 giant samurais pull up, which is fucking badass. It's so fucking cool. The animations back then is so superior. I don't care about now. I know we have a lot of things. There's a lot of great films out there with a great animation, but this shit right here, it's like the level of Transformers. Those 3 fucking strong samurais, giant, I'm telling you, lives rent free in my head. It's beautiful. It's amazing. The snow falling. The badass fight scene that they have is perfection. The music with it, perfection. That entire boss fight is awesome. You can't change my mind. So she defeats them, and then the dance is over. All right? And she's like, oh my God. Everyone's fucking mesmerized. Everyone's like, she needs to be up on the stage. She needs to dance for them. So after she does her dance and everything, you know, everyone's like, oh my God, you're amazing. Wow. And she tells Rocket that she's going to escape. She's like, oh, I'm going to get out of here. Sweet Pea overhears, and the other girls are like, no, you're not. No one's ever getting out. Like, you guys can't get out. Like, everyone's tried, and people who have tried have died. So, not really awesome or swag. And, not Blondie, Baby Doll's like, bitch, I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. And they're like, how are you going to do all that? And she's like, when I dance. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, I'll mesmerize them just like I mesmerized you guys, basically. And so, they're like, she tells them what they need and all these things. So they make kind of like a plan, and so when they make their plan, they do these things. And then when what was the first thing they get? The first thing they need to do is get a map. So now that they made a plan, let's fast forward a little bit, because there's not like super much that happens. So it's Baby Doll's first dance of the night, like showing everyone. So she's performing, and while she's performing, Sweet Pea is going to go steal a map from Blue's office because he has a master map. So she's going to go do that while, Baby Doll's dancing, while everyone's mesmerized. Even Blue himself, he's not in his office. And so, oh my God, my brain. Where's the map? Oh, yeah. So while she's dancing, this boss fight scene that happens, it's like World War II. They're fighting Nazis. Liked your reel. Thanks, man. What an interesting username. So she's fighting World War with all the girls, including Sweet Pea. And like when she dances, it starts to include everyone, because I think in the mindset she goes in, she's including them. So they're all badass looking. They've got guns, and what is her name? Amber has a fucking lollipop, and she just looks badass, and that's my favorite. And she's like the pilot. She's so cool. And Blondie's got a fucking big ass machine gun, and Baby Doll has her sword and gun. All of them just look badass as fuck. You know what I mean? So their plan is to go get the map from their leader in the fantasy world. So they gotta go do all that. And they just have a lot of fight scenes, like a lot of running, and then I can't English. Oh my God. Pretty much just like a huge fight scene. It's not super exciting. They just kind of like fight people and to get this map from the Lord, and they do. And so when they get that map, she finishes dancing, and Sweet Pea got the other copy of because Blue had 2 maps, so she took the one that was under the other map. And so they got the map, and that's done. Boom. The next thing they needed to get is, I forgot what was next. Fire. So there's what is a name? Not a patron. A patron? A customer basically shows up, and he's like the big boss man. He's like a big boss guy. And he always has a cigar. And so Amber has to sit with him, and Amber's not excited about that, of course. And I failed to mention, Blue does notice that the map moved a little, which is very neurodivergent of him. I feel like a lot of I feel like a lot of people who can pay that close to enter the detail are a little bit on the spectrum. Not trying to, like, what's the word? Identify him? No. What is that word? Diagnose him. I was like, what is that fucking word? Anyways, but you know what I mean? So anyways, big boss guy comes in, and he's got a lighter that flicks, you know what I mean? Like those, I can't remember what they're called now. Really badass looking. And so she's gonna sneak it from him while Baby Doll's dancing. And so while Baby Doll dances in this fight scene, this one is good because there's a dragon, and you know how I feel about dragons, guys. I fucking love dragons. And so they're going to this fight scene. They have to go, they have to kill the baby dragon, unfortunately, to get the fire out of him, which is really sad, but really cool. There's like these zombie ghoul looking things that they have to fight, and it's like a castle, really awesome, badass. And when they get to the baby dragon, they try to be quiet because the guy that she sees at the beginning, she sees him in all the dances, like, because he guides them, like, oh, what you need to do to get this. And so when she's doing it, she, slices his throat, kills him, but he makes a noise, and that wakes up the mother dragon. The mother dragon is pissed. You don't want to be near, or you're gonna be crisped. So, yeah, so that happens. Awesome dragon fighting scene. Really cool. Amber being a pilot. Love her. And yeah, so that happens. Really awesome music. Everything about that movie. Cool fight scenes. You know what I mean? I can't go into super detail about that because I feel like it's better to watch than to explain. So that happens. Amber gets the lighter. Boss guy is like, where the fuck's my lighter? Doesn't even think who's sitting in his lap. But hey, whatever. She got the lighter. And so they take it, and boom, they've got the second thing. They're getting closer. They only need 2 more things, getting excited. The next thing they need to do is get the knife. A knife! So the person that has a knife is the kitchen staff, which he is a pig. He's a bastard. Nasty, smelly. And everyone that works here is pretty smelly. Except for the doctor, kind of. I fuck with her, but she's also not super great. But you know what I mean? So anyways, the kitchen... So the girls all plan to close off the kitchen because they also have duties throughout the asylum. So they do help with other things. So their like job today was in the kitchen. And so they are going to do a dance. They entrance them. So they get a whole wire thing set up and everything, or stereo system set up and everything. And when they do that, baby doll starts dancing. He's mesmerized. Oh my God. And so the dream world that they in, it's like in a fast train, kind of like Tron vibes, but not super like Tron Blade Runner vibes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the vibe. Maybe more Blade Runner. So they have to deactivate this bomb, which is so different from getting a knife from the last few times, I feel like, because I feel like the map was pretty on brand. The fire was pretty on brand. Dragon, getting the spark. Oh, which also the dragon, I meant to say in the dragon, the fire they light when they get the dragon, it's beautiful. Beautiful fire. Anyways, going back. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the train, they don't get a knife. They, like, have to deactivate a bomb, which is weird how different that was from the other two. But we're not going to pay attention to too close of detail. So all of the girls are obviously going to go deactivate this bomb from iRobot-looking motherfuckers. So they're doing these fight scenes. They finally deactivate the bomb, and then they have to, like, Amber is the pilot, so she's coming to pick them up, and they have to, like, jetpack up there, which is kind of weird, instead of like just holding on to the thing that would go down to pick up everything, but whatever. So they did jetpack up there, and towards the end, when they try to jetpack Sweet Pea's jetpack, or not Sweet Pea's, Rocket's jetpack ends up not working, malfunctioning of some sort. And the iRobot that was thought dead, one of them, activates the bomb again. And Sweet Pea's like, I can carry you. And they're like, it's not going to hold both of us. You know, the drama. It's not going to hold both of us. Oh my God, you have to go. Oh my God. And in between this, during this little dance sequence of her going in and out, something happens in between it where the radio cuts out because the wiring attached to it is getting wet and it's like half broken because it's old. So it's fucking up the music and it's keeping the cook out of a trance. And he's noticing what's happening a bit. He gets his knife and Rocket is like trying to like assess the situation, trying to shit. And when Sweet Pea or Rocket back to the alternate reality, Rocket and Sweet Pea are arguing and Rocket just finally clicks the button for her to go up. And when that happens, they go back to the real world, and Rocket is getting stabbed. So Rocket gets fucked up, which is fucking sad. And I remember when I first saw this, I did cry. Did get really sad about that. And then in the real world, in the dream world or fake world, whatever you want to call it, ends up blowing up the city, unfortunately. So that was a failed quest, but they I think they end up getting the knife. They still end up getting a knife. Anyways, so that happens. Blue is starting to find out what they're up to anyways, and he finds where they're keeping their stash of shit. Like where they're hiding the map, where they hid the lighter. And oh wait, no, he doesn't actually. Pause, rewind, start that over. So when Blue's finding out, he's getting intense, he's starting to get really aggressive, which we find out that Blondie actually rats them out. That's how Blue finds out about everything. It's because Blondie was like freaking the fuck out about Rocket dying and what's happening, and she's like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do? It's valid to give into that, but she sabotaged them. Fucking B word. Knowing damn well what could happen to them. Another thing is the doctor tells Blue, Blondie tells the doctor tells Blue, which is fucked up. Like, why would you do that when you know what he does to the girls? Like, she doesn't really like what they're doing, but I guess she wants her job type shit, but still, you know? Anyways, so, when Blue's getting angry in, like, their dressing room, he, is, like, threatening them, hurting them. He ends up killing Blondie, shooting her. Crazy. And so all the girls leave, and he keeps Baby Doll in the room. He keeps her, and he's grabbing her really inappropriate, grabbing her, being really aggressive with her. He like wants to keep her type thing. He's like, you're mine, you're with me forever, blah, blah, blah. You're my star, blah, blah, blah. And all the stuff that she's been keeping, like how she's been hiding it, has been under her, what is that called? Vanity. I was like, what the fuck is that called? Vanity. And so she had the knife from the kitchen, and she stabs him, runs away. And I also would like to say, Baby Doll's outfit was so cute in this scene. It was like kind of Sailor Moonish vibe, and I loved it. I love it, especially because I've been watching Sailor Moon recently, because I've been really wanting to finish that entire show. I've never finished it. So anyways, off topic. But so she's getting out. Sweet Pea was actually locked up too, by the way, because she was going crazy about Rocket being dead, because, you know, that's fucking horrible. I mean, Baby Doll went through that same thing. So she goes and gets Baby Doll, and Baby Doll goes and gets Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea's like, where's everyone? And she's like, they're gone. And so she's like, oh my god. And so she's like, we gotta go. We have to escape. And also, with Baby Doll stabbing Blue, she also takes his master key, because it opens every door. So they have the map, they have fire, they have a knife, and they have a key. So they have all 4 things now. So it's just Sweet Pea and Baby Doll. And so they're trying to escape. They're sneaking through. They start a fire somewhere, so it causes commotion. And once they finally get a way out, oh, you know how I said there was actually 4 things? There's 5 things. There was 5 things. The last one was a mystery. I totally forgot about that. Last thing was a mystery. And Baby Doll and Sweet Pea are like outside of the asylum, and they see a bunch of like cops or like people, like a bunch of guys, and they have to get around. There's like no other way out. It's the front entrance. So, Baby Doll's like, what the fuck? Like, what do we do now? We're trying to think. And then she comes to realization the last thing that they need is her. She's the last thing. And she has to distract those guys and save Sweet Pea. So she has to give up her life, basically, and give up herself to save Sweet Pea. And Sweet Pea's like, no, don't do it. Like, we can do this. And she's like, no, like, you have to go. You need to go tell your mom what Rocket said, because Rocket told her to tell her something. You need to run and go live your life. It's really fucking sad. It makes me tear up every time I see this part of the movie. It's just like, oh my god, like, it's so hard, because like Baby Dolls went through a lot too, and she just did all this for everyone to escape, and now it's just Sweet Pea, and not even just her after everything she's went through. And so Baby Doll goes up there to the guys, and the guys are like, hey Baby Doll, what are you up to, blah blah blah, like, haha, aren't you supposed to be inside? And she kicks him in the nuts, and then that happens. Sweet Pea escapes. Sweet Pea ends up actually, like, she escapes, and Baby Doll gets taken back, unfortunately. And then we see Sweet Pea get on a bus, and these cops come up to her and like, excuse me ma'am, blah blah blah. And then the bus driver is the guy who was in the alternate reality, and saying like, she's been on this bus since then, like since before here. So she has nothing to do, like trying to defend her, or not defend her, try to help her. That's what I should say. I feel like defending is just not the right word. Anyways, and they're like, okay, sorry, miss. I don't remember what she said. She goes, I don't have a ticket. And I don't think Sweet Pea actually knows who the guy is in the real world. I think in the alternate world that when Baby Doll dances, they don't know. Like, she just has that imagery of them. Like, that's what she thinks while they're in the movie. I said something before which didn't make sense to me, but I think that's all Baby Doll's. It's all Baby Doll's imagination. I don't know why I didn't put that together. So Sweet Pea's like, I don't have a ticket. He's like, it's fine, because he knows who she is. And so she goes in the back and she's off. And then we go back to the asylum, and Baby Doll is getting lobotomized. Baby Doll is getting lobotomized, which is not fun or fresh. So, and that was supposed to happen to them in general. So, like, that's what was going to lead up to them being lobotomized. Like, something was supposed to happen. There's, like, a reason why they were getting lobotomized or something like that. It was supposed to lead up to one of them getting lobotomized or some shit. I don't remember exactly. So, yeah, erases her memory. And she kind of just lives there. And Blue is, like, not the owner anymore. He actually is, like, he got actually demoted. He got demoted to being, like, the janitor or something like that. So, yeah, that all happens just for Sweet Pea to be free. And that movie is the best movie I've ever seen. Every day. So, that's Suckerpunch, y'all. Suckerpunch is a great movie. It's beautiful. The music's amazing. The scenes are badass. Women being badass is just the best thing ever. What more could you want? The fuck? Their outfits are cool. Their makeup is beautiful. The actors in this movie are great, and the casting for this was perfect. And there's deleted scenes. Not deleted scenes. I own the CD. You know? So if you try to watch it on any other streaming service, I think some streaming services occasionally put the director's cut out, but I don't think so at the same time. I'm not sure, because if I watch it, I just watch it on DVD. The DVD has director's cut, and it shows Oscar. There's a scene where Oscar and the doctor are, like, doing a whole set together, like a whole dancing and singing set. And so Oscar and the doctor are singing together, which is awesome. I love it. And there's a scene where Baby Doll's getting lobotomized. That's also a director's cut with the doctor that does it. She has, like, a moment where she's, like, letting go. Like, it's like a whole scene. It's with not the woman doctor. It's a man doctor. I can't remember his name, but he's the one that does the lobotomy on her. And there's, like, a scene of them two. It's like an intimate kind of scene, but he's, like, telling her to let go. Like, he's like, just let go, because she's like, I want to be free. I don't want anyone to control me, type thing. And not to be, like, weird, but I kind of was into it. Like, not like I was into it sexually, but, like, the way he was just like, let go. I was just like, yeah, let go. Just let go. I don't know. Just, like, intimacy sometimes just, so, not, like, all of it, but I don't know. Like, that scene was just kind of, like, kind of sexy. Not, like, fully, because it's, like, it's definitely not a great scene what's happening because she's getting lobotomized, but, like, I don't know, just, I don't remember who that actor is, but I kind of think he's hot, and his voice is kind of hot. So I'm like, hey. So yeah, Suckerpunch is a great movie. Like I said, I feel like not enough people talk about this movie ever, and I think people should know more about this movie. I'm still never over the 3 samurais in that fucking beginning boss fight, because that boss fight is superior. 3 giant samurais is so cool. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I thought it was a video game. Would have been cool. It would have been cool as a fucking video game too, but, like, kind of like Elden Ring type shit, or, like, you know. But anyways, but yeah. So I just have to say, go watch the movie. It's better me explaining if you watch it. The fucking soundtrack, I'm gonna say it again, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I will say Zack Snyder makes some pretty good movies. I know he made some of the Justice League movie, I think. I'm not really 100% sure. And I think he made, you know, we're gonna look it up. I don't care. Fuck off. Zack Snyder looks interesting. That sounded really mean, but I don't know. He just kind of looks interesting. Okay, yeah, he made a lot of the DC. Oh, he made Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman. He made Flash. He made Justice League. He did great on Suicide Squads. Those were my two favorite. I just discovered he made another favorite movie of mine that I want to talk about on here. I did not know he fucking made that. No, we're going to talk about that soon. I'm not telling you now because it's going to be a surprise. Oh my god, sorry. I love when I just discover things. It looks like he just did a lot of DC stuff and The Watchmen, which I've never seen, so which it does look familiar. But yeah. So, with that being said, thanks for all tuning in to listen to me talk about Suckerpunch. Like I said, go watch it. It's a great movie. Zack Snyder, thank you for creating this movie, because it's literally one of my absolute favorite movies in the world. So yeah, I'm gonna hop out for the night. Thank you all so much for tuning in on Thursday evenings with me. Next week's episode is gonna be really fun. I'll have a little surprise for y'all. Can't wait to record that episode. That's why I got new microphones too, because I wanted 2 microphones. So I'm really excited though, because it's gonna be a really fun episode. It's gonna be different, a little bit more different than what I usually do. I feel like I said that, but this one's gonna be different. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.